I'm going to say Marc Marquez, you know, in fourth. The lap time he's done there, I think that's perfect build-up to this next one. Go a little bit further again. He's got the banker. If he falls, you know, that's going to hold his reasonable position, but he wants to go up again. And Jack, I'm really pleased to see that after a really messy Saturday, so, you know, until just getting through just getting through Q1, now he's putting it all together. So let's see if he can improve again.
Could do with seeing a little bit more from the Aprilias. Of course, they've still got this final run to go, but Aleix Espargaro, their best run at the moment, in 7th place, just ahead of Raul Fernandez. Maverick Vinales down in 10th spot. So here we go then now. This is where it's going to get special. This is where it's going to get super exciting, because we're now in full-time attack mode. This is the last runs on this soft tyres. Can anybody get ahead of Martin's 150.789? He remains the only rider so far to lap in the sub-151s. Can Marc Marquez make it back-to-back poles to kick off the season? Pole in the Repsol he was in Portimao to start 2023.
If Aleix Espargaro puts a lap together, he's got the potential to leap up, you know, even front row. It just depends if he can put the whole thing together.
Bang on site. 150.789. I can't believe I'm saying this. It doesn't look like it's enough. It's looking pretty vulnerable as Fabio Di Giannantonio in the groove. This is the perfect place for Di Giannantonio to kick off 2024, isn't it? When you think about his most recent performance in Qatar last November, where he stunned everybody. I don't think he's surprised himself, because he did back himself on that Thursday media debrief when he said, I expect to win. I told all my friends back in Italy, I'm here to win.
Fabio's consistent now, you know, Di Giannantonio. He really is. He's got the machine. He seems to have clicked into this new role, you know. He knows what he's doing, believes in himself, and found the ingredients to have good results. And it looks like he can do it consistently.
Davide Tardox is already chewing the fingernails as well in the first qualifying session of the season. Oh, that's a shame. That's a real shame, because Pedro Bagnaia was on course there for a record break. Oh, look, they can't believe it, can they, inside the Ducati garage? Because Bagnaia at the moment is still on the front row, but that was going to be the best ever lap of this Qatar circuit. He's got to do it all over again now. Running wide through.
The lap still counts because it wasn't green, right? Because painted that colour, it still counts. It wouldn't be dropped, but he would lose. The reason it's not green is you lose time when you go out there, so which he did.
So you just called it. If Aleix Espargaro can nail a clean lap on that Aprilia, he's going to be a danger man for this pole position. That's exactly what's happening here right now. Jack Miller as well. Miller, who came through second in Q1. Well, exactly, yeah. All 12 riders have got a great crack at pole here, haven't they? Miller, super rapid in that first sector, up by 0.06 of a second. Estimated P4 for Aleix Espargaro. We've seen already today, Simon, how good he is in this fourth split. He's been mustard in this fourth sector. If he can nail it again now, he comes through turn 16, second gear, about 100 kilometers an hour mid-corner, and now he starts winding up the wick. Full power, top gear on the Aprilia, and he did have another superb fourth sector. That's where Aleix Espargaro is gaining big chunks of time. A 150.872 puts Aleix up in a second place. 3 riders now in the 150s, but Martin still on course for pole.
And Miller's lost a couple of tenths, but still looking like, oh, Binder hasn't. So looks like Binder could go fastest here. And Mark's right behind him.
And look who's coming, the 93, fast in the first half of the circuit. Yellow flags, though, are out in sector 2. Brad Binder will follow the South African out of the final corner on the number 33 factory KTM. Binder over the line onto the front row. He'll love that. Pedro Acosta just ahead of him slots himself up into 6. Oh, Raul Fernandez has taken a tumble. He was running down in 10th place. Marc Marquez, though, started 2023, a season that ultimately turned out to be a disaster, forced him off the Repsol onto a Ducati. There's confirmation of the Fernandez crash, out of the final corner, behind an Airbus Giannini, former Gresini Ducati star, now Gresini Ducati star, Marc Marquez over the line, 6. Giannini on the front row. Can't take your eyes off this Q2, can you? Jorge Martin still leads it into the final 20 seconds with that 150.789. Aleix Espargaro second. The Beast now up in the third. Not even 0.09 of a second splitting the top 3. Binder fourth. Bagnaia then has been punted back to 5th. Marc Marquez second row in 6th place.
And Martin on another one.
Incredible. Jorge Martin he won't know that he might not need this lap. He's all out there, gung-ho. Look at this maximum attack when Jorge Martin's in full flow on a soft tyre. Is there a finer sight in Grand Prix racing? Was that a crash in the headset there? I'm not sure if that was just maybe a little bit of interference in my headset or whether it was, oh, it's Binder. It was indeed a crash in my headset that I could hear. Binder was pushing hard to try and get himself back on the front row, so it's been an eventful Saturday so far for Red Bull KTM Factory Racing. Miller crashed at the end of practice. Binder has now gone down at the end of Q2. So there'll be no front row for Brad Binder.
First 2 rows is good though. He'll be happy with the team. Team will be happy with that. He can do something from there.
Absolutely. Through turn 15 then comes Martin. Lap has been cancelled because of the yellow flags. Immaterial though, because it looks like he will be our first pole setter of 2024. The factory Aprilia team are delighted when Aleix Espargaro did find a clean lap. He put it together quite brilliantly. A 150.872 from Aleix puts him second on the grid. But it's congratulations to Prima Pramac Racing. Congratulations to Jorge Martin as he takes his 35th career pole position. 14th in MotoGP. What a session that was. What a way to kick off 2024.
And congratulations to, oh, that's a replay of Binder's one, yeah. Congratulations to Aleix Espargaro, you know, putting that lap together that we thought he could, but it was, you know, it takes a lot to do it. He did it. Then I've got to say, the top 6 have all nailed exactly what they want, and you've got to say Marc Marquez on his debut, that's pretty impressive. You know, I'd say that's bang on what his team wanted, what he hoped for. And then skimming down, I mean, Pedro Acosta 8th,
awesome.
On his first ever GP.